Speaking of masturbating at work, I thought it would be fun to play this for you. And since I'm talking about it now, we'll do an early morning phone call, phony phone call. You remember CNN, that guy, Jeffrey Toobin, who was an analyst, and he was on a Zoom meeting and he got caught jerking off?
Yes.
And I guess he worked at the New Yorker or something, and his colleagues, he was in a meeting on a Zoom and he got caught jerking off.
Yeah, they were talking about election coverage. This was before the election. And so they were planning their, assignments and so forth during election coverage. And somehow he got overtaken.
Yeah. Well, anyway, in light of yesterday and in light of that story, I don't know if you remember, but when we were talking about Jeffrey Toobin, there were clips of me goofing on Toobin, and the guys chopped him up, and then they played him for an employee relations expert. It's pretty fun.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm on this phony phone call. They chopped up my Jeffrey Toobin goofs and went after this whole phone call. It's very complex. Here we go. Little phony phone call action.
And we're back with the Jack and Rod Show, and we'd like to welcome employee relations expert.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. He's going to tell us how to maintain employee mental health and well-being even when we're working remotely. So go ahead, sir.
Well, even though most of us have shifted from in-person work to remote, we can still build quality relationships with coworkers.
Well, that's wonderful. And we actually have a coworker of ours on the phone who was recently caught by his colleagues doing something very unsettling on Zoom.
He's on the phone to apologize and also to learn from you. So please welcome Howard Toobin.
Welcome, Howard.
Hi, Howard.
Yeah, just calling to apologize for my masturbation at that Zoom meeting. I hope I could talk to you about it.
Talk to me about it. Well, I don't know if there's much to talk about. If you were pleasing yourself in front of your coworkers, then you did something wrong, and I guess I'm surprised you're still employed.
As part of my apology, I'd like to know if you have any feedback on my jerking session. It would be appreciated.
Well, thankfully, I wasn't there to see it, but feedback. Yes, you're lucky you weren't fired. If I were your boss, you'd be gone immediately, mistake or not.
I know it must have been strange for you when I put the cigarette out on my penis.
Oh, goodness. Guys, I'm not sure what this has to do with what we're talking about. He's being very graphic.
Well, he's just very open, and we thought it would be good for his healing if he talked honestly with you about what happened.
Okay, well, Howard, you've apologized, so I'm not sure there's a need for details about what happened on the Zoom call.
Hold on a second, please, if you don't mind. I'm making homemade yogurt for my breakfast.
Sure you are. Can we talk about something else?
Yeah. Howard, can you get back to your apology? I think our guest is really helping you have a breakthrough.
I was a really bad boy. Would you tell me I was a really bad boy?
No, and I don't want to tell you anything because it doesn't sound like you've learned anything from this mistake, and you don't appreciate that you're very lucky to still have a job.
Howard, are you pumping off right now?
No. I'm shaking a can of paint.
All right, guys. You guys obviously haven't learned a thing, and I'm wasting my time.
What you're hearing is me adjusting my necktie for work.
Oh, give me a break.
Do you think I should shave my balls? They're pretty hairy, I know that. I know you
Jesus,
saw
Jack,
that.
Rod, are you still there? Can you cut him off so I can just talk to you? This is stupid.
Just wanted to know, Tootie, do you think my balls were too saggy?
Get this pervert off the phone, please, or I'm hanging up.
Were you shocked to see I had foreskin?
Stupid ass.
Thanks for accepting my apology.
Ooh.
Wow. By the
He
way,
was really angry.
I particularly enjoy that the vigorous shaking of the penis. I mean,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
quite a lot of friction you're creating there if that was you beating off.
Yeah, that sounds to me like you get quite an irritation from that. Might need some Desenex on that penis.
Yeah.